Okay, guys, so I recently had a client who was in a really combative relationship. And it wasn't an intimate relationship, it was just a relationship, a friendship. And there was a situation that arose. This person was taking as much responsibility as they felt that they could in terms of the breakdown of what had happened. And the other person wasn't forthcoming in terms of taking responsibility for their part in the breakdown, how they could have done better, what they'd like to see going forward, etc., etc. But the breakdown really came from the lack of taking personal responsibility from what had unfolded and their part in that. So the advice that I would always give in this situation is to start looking at whether you can reconcile with yourself that you can accept this person fully for who they are and you're okay with them being the way that they are. They can't take responsibility, they can't see their part in what's happened, and you're happy to continue a connection with this person. If you can't reconcile that within yourself, you need to consider what the outcomes are here. So generally 2 outcomes, right? You want to stay connected with this person and work on the relationship, regardless of what relationship this is, parental, sibling, intimate, friendship, whatever, or you're happy to let this one go. And when we let relationships go, sometimes it can just be for the time being, and we circle back years later after we've both done some kind of healing and we're on the same energetic level and we reconnect again. Other times it's just a goodbye forever. So at this point, it's really important to consider what outcome do you want? Do you want to continue to be connected to the person, or is it enough at this point to let them go and just see what the universe does, right? So when communication becomes combative and you're trying to placate and you're trying to take the responsibility and you're trying to own your part and you've apologized, but all you're getting back in return is what you've done to them and they've done nothing wrong, it's time for you to make that decision. What outcome do I want? Do I want to go with them and stay connected to them, or am I happy to walk away? If you want to stay connected to them, you need to consider whether you can reconcile that this is just how this jet person genuinely is. This is where they are in their life, in their healing stage. This is where what all their triggers and trauma are about. Are you able to accept that in your life going forward? If you are, great. At this point in the conversation, what we want to be doing is, this is how I need you to show up in future. I would love for you to let me know how you need for me to show up, and you continue to move on with your life and on your healing path. If it's something you want to walk away from, you still have work to do, because you are not able to surrender yourself to that person as a whole. And so you need to go inside, inwardly, introspection, self-awareness, insight, and you need to understand why and what about this person that's triggering you, why you can't let it go. Because there's nothing in the world that's going to be able to make you change that person. It's all about healing that reflection within yourself. So there will always be work to do on either path that you take. You stay connected, still work to do on your own, as well as in the relationship, but you need to be able to surrender to the fact that that's how the person is. And if you can't do that, the other path is what you need to be on, where we let them go. We live and we surrender it to the universe. We surrender the relationship to the universe, and whatever happens, happens, and you need to be okay with that. But then we still need to do the self-reflection piece on why can't I what about them is still triggering me? What about them was I not able to reconcile with myself and accept them wholly and fully for who they are and still stay connected to them? You still have that trigger and trauma there. I hope this has helped, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested in hearing if people are going through situations like this and how you've handled it, and if this information has helped you see it from a different perspective and how you hold yourself and what more you could do, or maybe even what less you should be doing.